lights out. Now you want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts.
Well, hello, children. Hold on. Let me find it. Damn it. So I don't have my sound deck anymore. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Film Check Live. It is Monday, end of Monday. You guys know what to do. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Yes. Hopefully you had a fantastical weekend. Everything looking good. Let me double... Oops. That looked weird. Let me double check everything. Okay, we should be good. All right, what's happening? All right. Make sure you guys smash that like thumbs up. Make sure you hit the like thumbs up, subscribe, become a member. If you want to become a member, do all that. And, of course, follow me on all the sock meds that are around me right here. All right, we good? Hold on a sec. I'm trying to look here. Sorry, just checking things. Like I said, everything's kind of just like a little wonky still because I don't have my Stream Deck working still. Anyways, okay. What's happening? Let's get it on here. Let's see who's out there. All right. Start from the beginning. What's going on, Mr. James? Buenos noches. Muy bien. ¿Y tú? Patrick. Hi. I watched Game of Thrones and rewatched Supernatural. Well, cool. I'm glad you're keeping me updated on what you're watching. We got Miss Nighthawk. Hello, gorgeous. Not here a long time, but here for a good time. That's good. A good time's better than a long time, I guess. Depends on how you look at it, I guess. There you go. But thank you for at least being here for a good time. Eric, what's going on? We got Lisa Jackson. Let's go! Miss Susie, how's it going? We got Droga, Mr. Axel. Good to see you, Deuce, right here. I'm a little worried about Superman Legacy after Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Interesting. And that's what we're going to be looking at right there. We got Lane right here. What's going on? We got from jail versus Darkseid to Superman featuring Krypto. What a downgrade. I mean, what were you expecting? It hasn't been done in real life. We want something different, not the same stuff. I mean, I get it. You don't like Gunn, but we'll see what happens. What's going on, Mr. Fear Jason? Mr. Fear Jason, actually, you know what? I forgot to show this off. Oh, and I know I still owe you your Metalhead shirt. You wanted a signature on it, but Fear Jason actually, like when we went to Full Circle, Full Circle Weekend, he actually made this 3D printed Batman right here. It's pretty cool. All black right there. It's pretty sweet. So got that propped up right here on the desk. So thank you again, sir. Tony, Chappie, D9, Neil Blomkamp fan. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. We got Stephanie T here. We got Rerum, 8th like. That's right, guys. Hit that like, thumbs up. We got Eric. The important thing is Guardians 3 quality, not RT score or even box office. Well, the box office, we'll talk about that. Not bad, not great, but and then even the most of the critics liked it, and again, we'll talk about that. Hey, Monday is over. What's going on? We got Aya Stone right here. Okay, we got Saggy. What's going on? Stop by to leave a like. Have a fun stream. Thank you. All right, we got, who else we got? Patrick Against the Bang. What's going on? We got 616 Shape. It's an interesting name. I like it. I definitely like it. All right, who else we got? Anybody else talking? Whoop. So much happening in the chat. Cool. What's going on, Ryan? Good to see you. We got R-Ron right here. Have you watched RRR? Yes, I have. Really enjoyed that movie. Yeah, I need to watch it again because that was very unique and very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. No, I actually made this shirt. I made this shirt through my Teespring account. So I actually made it myself. I wanted like a tri-blend kind of shirt. So I actually made it. So I love it though. It's got the 89 logo right there. It's good times. What's going on, Matt? Dave, I might need to make you a new Superman Legacy flag. Hey, that'd be pretty sweet. That's right. I still have it. I still have the Zack Snyder's Justice League flag that you sent me over on my wall over there with all my other stuff. Still have it over there. So yeah, very awesome. Very awesome. So, all right, who's that about it? We got Jose right here. You gotta be a really miserable person to hate on a lovable superhero dog, right? It's a dog. It's a dog. But, you know, like I said, anything that we hear from Superman Legacy, you know, there's just going to be people going, yep, that sucks. Yep, that sucks. No matter what. It's always going to be that. Good old nerd fandom, right? Good old nerd fandom. Anyways, all right. What we got here? Making sure I got everything good. All right. Sorry. It's just, it sucks without my Stream Deck not working. I wish it was working. I got to turn that off. Hold on. Okay. Not that. All right. Like I said, it's just, I need to get that working again so I don't have to search for things. All right. All right. There we go. That's working. Make sure you do all that, of course. All right, guys. Hopefully you had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. Had some fun, of course. Hanging out with Miss Nighthawk and hanging out with the parental units. Always a good time. All right, let me turn that off, turn off the chat. All right, let's get that at tweets and see what happened over the weekend. We're going to start this off with something pretty funny. Pretty funny little meme that somebody, it has to do with DC, and I thought it was absolutely, you know, it made me chuckle when I first saw it. All right, so we got Dick Grayson and we got Pussy Gray Daughter. Come on, that's hilarious. That's pretty funny right there. You have to laugh at that. Dick Grayson and Pussy Gray Daughter. I mean, that made me laugh. It made me laugh. It made me laugh. That's all. It just made me laugh. You know, people are creative, man. People are very creative when it comes to that. When it comes to this stuff. So, you know, oops, I'm trying to move this over here. Sorry. And then there's that. Let me get back to the tweets right there. Sorry, I was moving a page over to my other screen. And, all right, so then I could see what you guys are chatting about. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to having two screens now, finally, which is great. But it's a good joke. It's a good joke. I really like the joke. All right, then hopefully you guys have seen last week, of course, talking about Full Circle. You know, I have it all broken down to like Full Circle day 1, day 2, day 3. So hopefully you guys checked all that out. And hey, look at that good picture right there of Steven and Zack Snyder. Of course, hopefully you guys checked that out. Really good one-on-one that Steven had with Zack. Really good stuff. So hopefully you guys check that out. Like I said, it really, you know, especially with the whole BBS by the minute thing, was just great. What did I do? What did I do, Stephanie? What did I do? Okay. All right. So you retweeted that. Good. And then we got James Gunn right here, of course, celebrating 11 years ago. I had a meeting with Marvel Studios about the possibility of doing a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I remember driving home and thinking I didn't want to make a movie like Star Wars, but a movie that made people feel like Star Wars made me feel as a kid. Outlandish characters, extraordinary locations, a space opera with a touch of magic filled with heart. Thank you, Star Wars, for inspiring me, and how appropriate that the third part of our trilogy is playing in theaters all across the world tonight on May the 4th. So there you go. James Gunn giving that high praise right there when it comes to what inspired him and all that. Drew Barrymore dropped out of the MTV, the hosting of that, but they still use sketches. I don't know. I didn't even watch that whole thing, so I don't really care. Don't really care. When it comes to the Batman news, we got the scripts for the Penguin series are finished. And production's on the way. The strike could affect the series with no writers on set. So, god damn it. Yeah, we're going to talk more about this writer's strike. My god. And then there's Miss Billie Lourd right there. Carrie Fisher got her Hollywood Walk of Fame today. So, or not today, but on May the 4th, of course, they did that whole ceremony. Mark Hamill was there. Obviously, you could see that R2-D2 and C-3PO were also there. So yeah, so Billie Lourd did all that ceremony, everything. Pretty cool stuff. Oh boy, look at this. We got some new Flash posters. Worlds Collide. So that's going to be part of the marketing right there, is Worlds Collide. They're going to be using that. But there we go. And again, hey, Flash costume looks good right here. Flash costume looks good. I'm liking it. I'm liking it right here. This poster looks pretty cool. I like that. And then, of course, we got, there he is. as much as this is Batman, Michael Keaton Batman, you got the Batmobile, I don't like the pose. What is he doing? What? Do the Batman. And I'm like, why couldn't he just be, it would be cool if he was just standing, with his arms crossed like an 89 Batman. I would like that a little bit more. I don't know. The pose is just a little weird to me. I'm like, is he about to like jump off the platform? Don't do it. That's all. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we had a little glitch right there. Almost looked like, so I think we're good. But anyways, yeah, that's the only problem I have with it. Other than that, it's cool. And then of course we have the Supergirl one. Supergirl looks pretty awesome right here. Obviously, she's launching off right there. She just launched off. So I mean, we know that this scene is going to be like her, almost like maybe her not first flight scene, but it's going to be her in the costume and flying up in the air, and that's going to be great. So yeah, this one looks cool. But yeah, they look cool. The posters look cool. I don't get why they wanted to have Keaton's Batman to be in this pose. It's just a little. I just don't get the pose. Just have like a normal pose. Have him pose next to the Batmobile. So whoever did that, I question that. But those posters look good, and still no complaints. Still very much looking forward to it. So okay, and then yes, guys, the Vodka stream. I did put out a poll on May the 4th on Thursday, and then I put a poll on Twitter and YouTube to possibly change the time for the Vodka stream. Because it does run a little late, especially when it comes to East Coast, and I just kind of was like, you know what? Maybe I've been thinking about bumping it a little bit earlier, and then we kind of talked about it at the house when we were at the Full Circle event a little bit, and so I mean, I don't know how you guys are feeling about it, but I just felt like 8 o'clock. It's already 11 o'clock at night, of course, on Eastern time, and sometimes that could be, a little hard for anybody who's on the East Coast. So obviously when it came to Twitter, people were wanting at 5 o'clock. It ain't gonna be 5 o'clock. Just saying, ain't gonna be 5 o'clock. I put that option there just to see what people are gonna say about it. It ain't gonna be 5 o'clock. That's way too early. That's earlier than I do this show. So I'm not gonna do it at 5 o'clock. But what was funny is on YouTube, keep it at 8 o'clock was actually won that poll. So 5 o'clock won. I know, 5 o'clock won. That's why I was just gauging it. I was just gauging exactly, what was going to be happening. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, it's not going to be 5 o'clock, and most likely won't be the same time either, because I'm thinking I'm going to have to figure out a time to kind of just, where it's not going to go so late, and it's not going to start so early, I guess you could say. So, Hey, Dave and everyone. Yeah, there you go. Good to see you. See, these three are the majority of the story. Okay, you're talking about something else. 5 o'clock one. Yes, there we go. We got Mark Hamill right there with Billy Lord. The Hollywood Walk of Fame right there. We're going to talk about that. We'll talk about that as well. Hey, I forgot, I didn't really talk about the winners right here. When it came to Full Circle, I didn't really talk about the winners, but yeah, there was obviously some winners of all the signed posters, and when it came to all the stuff like that, who won the Batmobile. So hopefully you guys check that out. The Nerd Queens, of course, who helped. Sadly, they couldn't be at the Full Circle event, but they helped when it came to planning the Full Circle event, and of course, giving out the prizes and handling all that as well. So good on Nana and Cole for helping out with that. And it was pretty cool too. It was pretty cool because Paul, who was on Friday's Vodka stream, who we met at Full Circle, he won. He actually, when it came to the silent auction, not when it came to this, but the silent auction, he actually won the Darkseid statue, the Weta Workshop one. So that was cool. But yeah, so congratulations to those winners of the giveaway when it came to the fundraiser giveaway, the Batmobile, the signed posters, and then of course even the LP box set, the Heroes Park Monument, which Mr. Peter Holmes right here, Holmstrom, actually won that right there, so that's good. Pretty cool stuff. We got artwork right here that looks pretty cool. Harley Quinn playing a Batman pinball machine. This is from art of Warren Lau. That's awesome. Keep on going. And here's the video that Star Wars, of course, posted about Carrie Fisher.
Today, May the 4th be Carrie Francis Fisher Day.
JJ's there. So is Kathleen Kennedy.
She covered her world in it both literally and metaphorically. She left a mark of her sparkle on everyone she met. Thank you to the fans again
Cheers.
for loving her like I do. Congratulations, Mom.
There we go. That was the event in a nutshell right there. I know some Star Wars fans, of course, were giving shit to all that. It's just like, oh, Star Wars fans. Oh, Star Wars fans. You gotta love it. Hey, we got Bruce Wayne, and we got Bruce Wayne right here. Flash Film News posting some images of the two Bruces that we're gonna see, of course, in the Flash movie. Looking forward to it. And then we got some statues right here. We're gonna see these like up there somewhere, maybe possibly in your theater. I don't know. Someone took a picture of this. It'll be displayed in theaters, but these look pretty damn awesome. I don't know if they're gonna be in the theater that I'm gonna see it in, but hey, those are cool. Like those. And of course, it was Henry Cavill's birthday on the 5th, Cinco de Mayo. And speaking of Henry Cavill, him, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Isaac Gonzalez have been cast in the new Guy Ritchie movie. Guy Ritchie is just going, Guy Ritchie movie after Guy Ritchie movie after Guy Ritchie movie. The guy is just knocking out movies left and right. He has a movie that's out in theaters right now with Jake Gyllenhaal called The Covenant, which I want to see, but didn't get around to seeing. And then he just wrapped up another movie with Henry Cavill. So that's going to be coming out, I guess, probably next year. And then now he's already in pre-production for his new movie that's going to have both Jake Gyllenhaal and Henry Cavill. So there you go. Henry Cavill said his value's high. His value's high. And this is pretty funny right here. Apparently at some theater that was, you know, when showing trailers, they were showing both the Transformers trailer and the Little Mermaid trailer. Now, I'm not hyped up about either one of these movies. Like, I'm just kind of over the Transformers movies. Nothing against Transformers, and I'm not really looking for... I'm not into the Disney princess movies, the live-action ones. But, hey, if they played it like this, I'd be glad. But, yeah, apparently that's what happened. They were playing them both, like, at the same time. Somebody's getting fired. So you had, like, them both happening. So you had singing happening over Transformers. See, I would watch it like that. 2 birds, 1 stone. Anyways, I thought that was pretty funny. And then, of course, we got Dave Bautista posting some behind-the-scenes stuff right here. Brendan Fraser says he hasn't signed on to any new projects following his Oscar win. At the moment, I don't have anything. I'm really being picky right now. As he should be. Brendan Fraser should be picky for his next project. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Continuing on, here's a new poster for Oppenheimer, which a new trailer just showed up today. It's one of my most anticipated movies right there. And then, yes, guys, yes. So this kind of just came about right now. Or not right now, but over the weekend. You know, there's so many goddamn hashtags, and I always complain about how many hashtags there are. Campaigns, hashtags. But last week, I did talk about seeing Zack Snyder's Justice League in IMAX. And then talking to, well, one of the guys, one of Zack's guys, the TPZ guys, I was talking to, it wasn't Mick right here, it was somebody else, who I was talking to after we watched Zack Snyder's Justice League, and just how we should have campaigned to get more people to see, or to get people to see Zack Snyder's Justice League in IMAX. And this is, you know, and there's 2 hashtags that were kind of like, that we were kind of talking about, and I did a short of that, talking about that last week, and then, of course, talking about the 2 hashtags that are release the Snyder Cut in IMAX. It's a long hashtag, but you get why that's a hashtag, because obviously the hashtag for releasing the Snyder Cut, obviously that was the big hashtag. I mean, I got it on this little, you know, this little bracelet right here. Says it right there. That's pretty cool. Got that at full circle. Or you could use ZSJL in IMAX. Now, we might be a little too late on it. I get it. Like, we should have been campaigning for this right after the Snyder Cut came out. And it sucks that we didn't really campaign for that, because it was meant to be seen. It was meant to be seen on a big, huge 3-story screen or whatever big screen your IMAX is. It was meant to be seen like that. Maybe, just maybe, we can get a couple of screens or more screens and some fans can actually see this on a big screen. I know some people will, do fan charity events and kind of rent out an IMAX and hopefully be able to do it. There's also that option. But I know it might be a little too late, but hey, it's been trending off and on. I've been seeing it on the trend list in the past couple of days. Sorry, my throat's still kind of feeling a little, Eek. So sorry if I squeak a little bit like I'm hitting puberty again. But balls dropping again. Anyways, but yeah, so, if you want to tweet it out, it's fine. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Zach were to tweet it out. He's expressed many, many, many times that he would love for people to see Zack Snyder's Justice League the way it was meant to be seen, which was on IMAX. And he's expressed it during live streams. I'll even say that he expressed it behind the scenes during the Man of Steel. When I did the commentary at Full Circle, he was talking with people about how, only like a handful of people have seen Zack Snyder's Justice League in color on the big screen on IMAX. So, yeah, so it's just like, oh, sorry. Got a little, turn that off. Anyways, yeah, so maybe something can happen. It's not going to be like, if you want to use the hashtag, try to push for it. Maybe we can get some more screens out there or people can do something like that. It would be pretty sweet. Let's see. The cultists have officially, oh yeah, that whole thing. Yeah. The hashtag that Zach will not say. Yeah. The people running that hashtag, that's I don't know if you guys have seen, things. They're starting to eat each other. They're starting to, people are starting to turn on each other when it comes to all that. Shocker that was going to happen. Eesh. Yeah. Oh, no, we don't really need to talk about that, do we? We're going to talk about some amazing stuff from William Thompson right here, a freelance artist making some covers for the Flash movie. I Am Batman. Supergirl. Jeez. Sorry. Like I said, still some remnants from something that was trying to attack me right there. But yeah. So, I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's on the 3 stories high. 3 stories high. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. I mean, obviously that was when Zach did it, but yeah, look at that. It's just crazy how big that is. I thought this was funny, right? I thought this was both creepy and funny. I don't know. A toucan, I guess, taking the beak off and it's just like a normal face. I thought that creeped me out and made me laugh at the same time. And then we got some Rebel Moon craziness that's happening right here. We kind of talked about this on the Vodka stream. We kind of talked about this on the Vodka stream where, yes, there's going to be like a game master. Obviously, we know there's going to be Rebel Moon video games. That's right. We're going to have Zack Snyder is going to be putting his fingerprints on the video game world, which, yes, anybody who's a Zack Snyder fan would love to see that. And these mock-up little game master guides that came out, we kind of talked about it, look pretty damn cool, man. It's going to be something that's pretty awesome. Nothing was official yet, but, I'm sure they'll have something like that when it comes to the Rebel Moon video game. There's Joey right here. Good old Joey talking about, using the hashtag release the Snyder Cut in IMAX. It would be pretty sweet. This guy wins. So the teacher banned laptops. So this dude right here decided to bring a typewriter to class. Hilarious. Love that. Good on him. Hey, even Greg Alba from Real Rejects would love to see it in IMAX. Tried getting tickets for Full Circle event just to watch it, but sold out super quick. Yeah, so many people want to see this thing in IMAX. So use the hashtag, folks. We also got a new banner right here. That's a pretty cool banner for the Flash, showing the 4 of them. And then, yes, I drank some tequila because it was Cinco de Mayo, and I drank the Rock's tequila. Yeah, it tasted like Rock's armpits. Just kidding. It did not. It was smooth. That would be gross. I don't know why I said that. I did, though. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, God, imagine seeing that on the big screen. Everybody cheered. It was so cool. So cool. And we got Chris right here, of course, doing some art for Zack Snyder's Justice League, full circle, showing everybody right there, even good old John Stewart Green Lantern, Wayne T. Carr, and of course including Martian Manhunter, so that was pretty sweet, showing that logo. Yeah, we didn't quite get the emerald cut like some people were thinking that was going to happen, which I don't understand why they thought that Zack was going to somehow finish the Green Lantern scene and reinsert it into the film and take out the Martian Manhunter stuff. Yeah, you know, these people just don't think. That's all. And then this is creepy right here. It's Chris holding Chris.
Oh my God, my poor wife. My poor wife. Oh, God. Ugh. This is terrible, my self-esteem. Like, this is...
Pretty creepy. It is pretty interesting, though, because... when you saw the trailer, you just assumed that was actually, but then you thought, oh yeah, but Karen Gillan had to carry him, right? So you see her carrying him. So obviously it's like, she's not actually carrying Chris Pratt, but they did this whole thing. Apparently it was like 30 pounds. And yeah, just pretty crazy. So James Gunn's been posting like behind the scenes videos from Guardians of the Galaxy. Keep going. Yeah, it was Willie Mays Day. Over the weekend as well. I swear to God, man, Stranger Things just keeps on. You had the pandemic that postponed last season or whatever. And now we have the writer strike that's going to postpone the last season, season 5, I guess. Season 5? So basically, when we see Stranger Things again, the kids are going to be in college. They're going to have kids themselves. Jesus. I don't think it was meant to go, like, they were supposed to still stay, like, not that older, but man, they're all going to be, like, well into their 20s. So yeah, Stranger Things is going to be postponed because of the writer's strike. And then Caesar right here made a pretty cool Guardians of the Galaxy poster. Aww, look at that, shape of a heart. You got Groot, you got Peter hugging Rocket, because that's what the movie is all about right there. And then look at this. What if Homelander took on Thanos and all his people? I think he could probably take him on pretty good. Yeah? Andy Muschietti teasing some Reverse Flash. Yeah, he used an orange marker, but it's fairly yellowish. Flash Doodle. What are you doing here, Andy? Why are you doing this? Because a lot of people are going, is the Reverse Flash going to be a part of the Flash movie? Naturally, we already know that there's going to be a Dark Flash, but is there a tease to have a possible Reverse Flash, or is just nothing going to happen and the whole thing's going to be rebooted? That's what we're kind of thinking about. But yes, he did post this on Instagram, so your guess is as good as mine of what exactly he's trying to show us here. He's teasing. Who knows? But yeah, a lot of people are like, come on, we want Reverse Flash. We want Mr. Thawne. We want Mr. Thawne. But are we going to get that? No, we're going to get Dark Flash. But then again, who knows what could happen. I don't know if there's going to be post-credit scenes or secret scenes or whatever the fuck. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, he's just doing some teasing. All right, what do we got? Keep going. I made that joke right there. This is very endearing right here. Keanu Reeves gets a Spider-Man drawing from a 9-year-old superfan. So you gotta love this right here. Keanu Reeves, nicest guy in the world.
Do you draw?
Yeah, I draw. I could do like a quick little sketch of Spider-Man.
Let's do it. You want black, red, or silver?
Red.
This is such a nice dude, right?
Nice. Thank you.
It was nice seeing you.
You too.
Oh,
nice
got a
seeing
hug
you,
and
man.
everything.
Do you draw?
So there you go. Keanu Reeves just being, awesome like that. Behind the scenes, hey, some behind the scenes of The Dark Knight right there. Heath Ledger hanging upside down. And hopefully, guys, hey, if you guys checked out Batman the Fanimated stream yesterday. Of course, I messed up the time, and I apologize for that. But yes, we talked about Sub-Zero, the animated movie that came out. And there's a whole crazy backstory about that movie, about that animated movie that Scott actually talked about. So hopefully you guys check that out. So, And, of course, we'll talk about that. Anyways, keep going. We got Phil Cho right there making some more. He made 1970s inspired by Neil Adams and Jim Amparo right there, so that's good. And then did you guys check out this trailer? Oh, Oppenheimer's going to be freaking awesome, man. It's going to be obviously Christopher Nolan, so we know it's going to be awesome. But, yeah, this trailer is like 3 minutes long, and it's pretty, I mean, for a movie that's about building, it's building an atom bomb. I mean, it's Christopher Nolan, and the way that, I mean, it's just going to be pure freaking cinema, man. Pure cinema. Can't wait. Yes, and it comes out the same day as Barbie, which is weird. I think one of them is going to end up changing, but, I mean, I'm going to see this in front of Barbie for sure, so. Then we got some posters for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, IMAX. Look at that. Pretty sweet. That's going to be coming up soon. We got Bill Murray behind the scenes, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Cool picture. And Tony Gilroy says a better version of Rogue One doesn't exist. No, that was the absolute best possible version you could ever have. Oh my God, no. So he was talking about Andor Season 2. And then, obviously Andor Season 2 is going to lead up to Rogue One. So they asked, did Disney end up like, hey, you got to reshoot, you got to do some reshoots, got to reshoot your ending and stuff. And there's probably a different cut out there. We were all always talking about, a different kind of cut when it came to Rogue One, because we know that there was a lot of reshoots. They definitely reshot the ending. I mean, when it came to the Darth Vader scene, that was not originally in there. And of course, that was such a crowd-pleasing scene for Rogue One. I remember being in the movie theater and everybody just like leaped out of their chairs cheering about that whole moment. But he says that is the absolute best version. I don't think he's telling the truth. I think he probably felt like a little vibration in the back of his neck because he's got that chip that's implanted by Kathleen Kennedy and Disney. So, but there could be a better version out there, but he says no. And then Daredevil Born Again, yes, that's being delayed as well because of the writer's strike. That's no good. That's definitely no good. And then James Gunn has been posting test footage. Aw, look at cute little rocket right here. Aw, cute little rocket. Cute little young rocket right there. But he's been posting the test shots of all the little animals that he created right there. But yeah, there's cute little young rocket right there. Charlie Hunnam apparently revealed to fans at the Indiana Comic-Con that his character's name in Rebel Moon is Kai. That's how you say it. It's spelled K-I, so Kai. That's how you say his name. And yes, guys, the next time I have Zach on the Vodka stream, I'm going to ask him about the Green Hood, because obviously Charlie Hunnam will it be? We've all fan cast Charlie Hunnam to be the Green Arrow, and there was that one time where that one dude kept on spamming Zach's Vero post saying, Charlie Hunnam will it be? Charlie Hunnam will it be? Charlie Hunnam will it be? So, and then the fact that we see some footage from Rebel Moon and he's wearing a green hood, it's almost like, did you do that on purpose? So I will ask him that next time he's on the stream. Meg 2, the Meg 2's coming out with Jason Statham. So they have some posters right here. And of course they released a trailer, which is up there in a little bit. I made fun of Dwayne Johnson again. Oh, it's kind of mean. Somebody posted this right here. Post the same actor in two roles that show their range. So I posted these two of Dwayne Johnson. And these are two different movies. Doesn't look like it, but it's two different movies. Rampage. And then, of course, Jumanji. Almost the same identical shirts. This has been a meme before, and I remember seeing the meme. That's why I did this little joke thing right here. But, I mean, it's true. It's true. He doesn't have much range. Obviously, when it came to Rampage, he wore this at the beginning. He basically just wore a white T-shirt throughout the main part of the movie. But I just thought that was funny. I was like looking for the joke angle. So I think somebody else did it too. I saw it come up on my feed. I'm like, I wasn't the first one to make the joke. So, but I just thought it was pretty funny. Because let's face it, The Rock doesn't have much range. He doesn't. I know I've been giving The Rock a lot of shit ever since the whole Black Adam Henry Cavill thing. I still like him. But let's face it, he doesn't have much range. I think we all can agree with that. He's an action star. But he doesn't have much range when it comes to kind of stuff like that. James Gunn debunking something right here. So discussing film said Twitter musician Orchestra Eclipse is set to score James Gunn's Superman Legacy. And James Gunn said, sorry, this isn't true. I'm about to call the actual composer this morning. So he has a composer, but it's not Orchestra Eclipse. Not that. Super Mario Brothers has become one of the top 5 highest grossing animated films of all time. So congratulations to them. Yeah, that's going to be cool. And then, of course, Tom Cruise, he can't just accept an award like normal people. He's got to accept his MTV award in a plane. In a plane. I mean, at least he's not falling from the sky like he did like another time when he was thanking fans. This time, he's just flying a plane with his golden bucket of popcorn right there.
And I hope you enjoyed Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Hell yeah.
It'll be coming out soon.
So yeah, Tom Cruise is insane, but we like it. We like it. And then there's Scott McClellan showing his signed posters that I got this one too. Also that one signed, and then he had a personal one signed for his wife, which was pretty damn cool right there. But yeah, it looks dumb, but hey, what? Yeah. No, there's not dinosaurs. Yeah, they're not dinosaurs. They're showing like the backstory. That's probably what's happening. Ben Stiller reportedly set to return for Dodgeball 2. Yes, you can't have Dodgeball 2 without Ben Stiller, but I don't want Dodgeball 2 because why? It's gonna suck. This movie's gonna suck. They're gonna announce that Vince Vaughn's also back. But this movie's going to be dumb. I mean, it's like, I actually really love the original Dodgeball movie, but what are they going to do for the sequel? It's going to be stupid. It's going to be stupid. Just what happens. Just like Zoolander 2 was not great. First Zoolander, fantastic. Exclusive! Tom Hiddleston and Mark Hamill are set to star in a new Stephen King adaptation, The Life of Chuck, which will be a hot package at the upcoming Cannes market. Mike Flanagan is directing, scripting, and producing. So, hey, Mike Flanagan, Hiddleston, Hamill, I'm all for it. Stephen King, let's do it. And then we got the Nolan brothers. We got Christopher and Jonathan Nolan. Hey, they're out there picketing, or they're just getting a photo op. Who knows? But hey, why not? I mean, a lot of, you can't tell me that there's some people that are just showing up, getting a photo op, and then taking off. That's just how Hollywood works. But hopefully not. Hopefully they were there for a little bit. But hey, they're supporting the writer's strike. So the Nolan brothers right there. Good on them. Good on them. And then we have a Batman Catwoman poster right there from Mr. Massey right there. So that's pretty sweet. All right, that's the tweets right there. That's all we got when it comes to the tweets. But yeah, I mean, it is pretty funny, because I did see, like, when somebody was talking about how, Jose was talking about how, I mean, like, when it comes to hashtags, I mean, the one that I can get behind is to try to, hey, can we get some special events in IMAX screens to show Zack Snyder's Justice League. And, fans all around, either the country or the world will gladly pay, I know there's going to be always that pushback of like, why would IMAX theaters want to put a 4-hour movie in IMAX? It's like, well, I mean, they could charge like a premium price. I mean, let's face it. I mean, how much was charged when it came to, the Full Circle event? Of course, a lot of that went to charity, and of course, you can build that into the special event is, hey, a percentage of it goes to AFSP, which would be absolutely fantastic. And I think fans all around the world would gladly pay, the extra premium price if they knew that part of it was going to AFSP, and then, of course, they just want to see the damn thing. So that's why I'm like, back up that hashtag. I know, and then I know, yes, there's like, when it comes to that certain hashtag that I thought was ridiculous the first time I ever saw it, or the first time that I actually heard the idea of, hey, maybe they could sell the Snyderverse as an IP to somewhere like Netflix or somewhere like that, or streaming or whatever the heck. And I thought, like, no, that's not how it works. That wouldn't work. That doesn't even make sense. And then all of a sudden we get this campaign, of course, sell the Snyderverse to Netflix. And I'm just going, okay, poorly thought out. First off, you limited it to Netflix. You could have just been like, it could have been anywhere. I always said, like, Amazon would have been a better choice, because they, you know, they buy big IP. Netflix probably not going to do that. But then, of course, the reason why that it wouldn't work is because the way the business works and everything. So then, of course, when it came to all that, I was just like, all right, not supporting that. And of course, you know, it's okay to be critical of that, because that's what happens. It's poorly thought out. But yeah, apparently now, after the Full Circle event, things have not been going well when it comes to those guys, to those people that are trying to do that, to trying to push that hashtag. Because, well, first off, a lot of the, you know, the scoopsy daisies, and I told them, and I even said, I've told you guys, like, how slimy it was, the fact that they were trying to scoop a fan celebration charity event. That's how fucking slimy and shitty they are, that they're all about scooping, that they were trying to scoop that kind of event, saying, first off, the moron for Geekosity was saying that, oh, there might be an emerald cut, which makes no fucking sense, said that Gal Gadot was going to be there, which was like, hello, would you bet on Gal Gadot being there? No. If anybody was going to put money on one of the Trinity to be there, Ben Affleck would have been, you know, you would have bet on that one, but these guys aren't that smart. And then, of course, one of the other scoopsy days, he's saying that there was going to be some kind of announcement that was going to happen at Full Circle, which didn't happen. And then, of course, playing dumb, like, I didn't say that. So it's just so slimy when it comes to that. But apparently things have gotten a little rocky in all that, because let's face it, they try to corner Zach and try to get him to say sell the Snyderverse to Netflix. And it's like, okay, Zach's going to be a nice guy about all that. And you know, if you ask him to do something, he's going to not be mean about it, which is what happened. And apparently it's just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. All I just say is this is the smallest violin for if the whole thing just goes to shit. Sorry. Next time, think of a better campaign. All right. That's all I got to say about that. You shouldn't trust Geekosity. You shouldn't. Not at all. They've been wrong many, many times. Like I said, the guy who runs that thing, it's just con artists. Con artists. They're frauds. That's all. Just pure frauds. Don't trust all that. And then, of course, anytime they, because they're not batting a 0, but they're not batting 1,000. They make it seem like they're batting 1,000, but they're not. So anytime, like, they get something right, they're like, see, what did I say? And they're like, kiss the ring. Like, fuck off. Kiss my ass. That's what I say. You guys try to scoop a fan charity event. Go fuck yourself. And you got it wrong, too. That's just what's funny. No announcement. Gal Gadot wasn't there. No emerald cut. I don't know what the hell you guys are trying to do. Just don't believe them. They're lying to you. They're actually lying. So don't believe them, please. Yes, trust me. No, I mean, I get things wrong too, I do. But when it comes to Snyderverse or Snyder stuff, guess what? I'm going to follow the guys that are because there's like a circle. There's an inner circle that Zach trusts. I'm more on the outer circle with like Steven and Scott. We're kind of on the outer circle of that. So when it comes to certain things, and I wouldn't be surprised when it comes to release the Snyder Cut in IMAX, that Zach might support that hashtag. We're not going to just like say like, hey, can you write sell it on a poster? It's like, of course he was going to do that because he's a nice guy. But I don't know if they're trying to make it seem like it was something secretive, like the first Snyder Con poster where he circled 214. It's like nobody knew that was on there. Zach put that on there as his own little, puzzle that he was doing, and he circled it, which was crazy. It's not the same. But hey, power to that whole campaign. Yeah. I was just seeing stuff today, and I was just kind of giggling to myself, like, yep, that's not going well. Definitely not going well. All right. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Positive reception. Box office numbers are in. We're going to look at those right now. When it comes to over the weekend, obviously it won the weekend. We knew it would, but some people are kind of mentioning, because we talk about superhero fatigue, we talk about, the fact that people, we have Marvel Studios that's kind of struggling to find their footing again because, let's face it, when was the last time we had $1 billion movie? It feels like it's been a long time almost, like when it comes to these movies, but here we go right here when it comes to the numbers. Guardians of the Galaxy, 118.4. I don't think anybody's like expecting Guardians of the Galaxy to reach $1 billion, which I hate that that's like the benchmark for these movies. It's absolutely ridiculous. But, it's a little underwhelming. It's not a flop. There are people out there. Yeah, I just hate those grifters that always want to talk about everything being a flop. They hate everything. They absolutely hate everything, even though I think they secretly love everything because they want to be like, oh my God, it's a flop. Oh my God, it's woke. It's woke. It's a flop. It's woke. They just want to use flop and woke so many times. But, so it didn't, I would think that it's a success. And but I would think if it was like a more success, it would be like in the 300 millions or even, possibly just a little bit more. But that's what it made over the weekend. And now it's kind of going like, all right, so looking at the positive reception that the movie is getting, because it seems like, obviously we talked about the reviews of the movie last week. We talked about the reviews and I was looking at some of the reviews. There were some interesting reviews, but mainly they were positive. I'm not sure what the tomato score is right now, but I know it's certified fresh, so it's still a fresh tomato. It's still very much a fresh tomato. And, we got a super chat right here. Oh, let me see right here. Let me bring that up. Oh, we got Justin. What's going on, my brother? Let's see. I can't bring it up right now. It says he wrote Snyderverse, sell it as in concept. There you go. And I would trust Justin more than any of those guys. That's for damn sure. Anyways, so seeing like the reception, I wanted to put a poll out there. Because now I'm like, all right, now that people are like praising it, there are people that are loving Guardians of the Galaxy. I really enjoyed it. I thought, it wasn't like I had issues with it with certain things. I didn't like Adam Warlock. Sometimes, the humor gets a little bit too much because it breaks the tension. The needle drops were sometimes, But yeah, I wanted to put a poll out there to gauge some people. I put a poll on, of course, YouTube and Twitter to see like, okay, so how confident are we feeling? How confident are we feeling now that we've seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? How confident are we feeling about James Gunn and, taking on Superman? And here's the Twitter poll right here. So we have, I asked, after seeing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, are you more confident in James Gunn's Superman legacy? 40.9% said yes. 20.7% said I feel the same. 38.4% said nope. But the thing is, I'm sure there's, disgruntled, most likely Snyder fans that probably hit the no button even though they didn't see Guardians of the Galaxy. I think I had somebody that actually, anytime that I saw like a response saying like, oh, I don't have confidence, I'm like, did you actually watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3? And I didn't get a response, which probably means no. And I'm like, do you read the poll after seeing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, after seeing, but of course, fans can't help themselves. Fans cannot help themselves. They always got to put their 2 cents in, and like I said, it's most likely certain Snyder fans, but, what can you do? So let me pull up the poll right here. Let's see which one. Okay, here we go. Let's see what YouTube's looking like. Jeez. All right, the YouTube poll. Let's pull this up right here. We got almost 600 votes right here when it comes to YouTube. So here we go. All right. So 43% said yes. 29% said you feel the same, and also 29% when it came to nope. And I don't even know if I want to read these comments. I'm sure it's a shit show when it comes to these comments. There's probably a lot of things right there. I'm a Snyderverse fan, and I'm excited for Gunn's DCU. You got to love that kind of stuff. Yes, DC will be okay. Yeah, so, some positivity. Biased Snyder fans saying nope. I know. There's some of that stuff right there. Like I said, I'm sure that even, some of those people didn't even, but it's just like, can't help yourself. Can't help yourself, can you? You don't have to vote. It's okay. It's okay. You know, obviously with the next topic, it's going to be when it comes to the next topic, I know there's some people are complaining about that, but I mean, when I saw Guardians of the Galaxy, yes, I got a little bit more hope. I'm a little bit more, you know, because I wasn't sure. I was like, all right, James Gunn by far was not my choice when it came to directing Superman Legacy. Not my choice. Not even my choice for DC Studios. But I thought, okay, do another Suicide Squad, fine. That was fine by me. Another Peacemaker season, fine. I'm perfectly okay when it comes to that. But when it came to Superman, I was like, no, nah. But with things that he's been saying, like the fact that he didn't know how to do it, and then something clicked in his brain, and he was like, all right, I've figured out how I want to approach Superman. I went, cool. And then I'm like, all right, well, let's see how Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is. And I will say that I really enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed it way more, of course, than the second one. And I still think I like the first one the most out of the trilogy. But just a level of, the Rocket backstory is really what made that movie. So I'm just kind of like, okay, if you're going to make me, tear up and get a lump in my throat because of CGI Raccoon voiced by Bradley Cooper, well, then here we go. Hopefully you can inject some of that can be injected in Superman Legacy. He's already said that it's not going to have the same tone. I know everybody just thinks that James Gunn makes one type of movie, which means they've only watched one type of movie. That's what's so funny about it. Again, fandom bias. You got to love that. I'm like, have you watched Super? Have you watched watch some other movies? See the different tones maybe. But obviously this is going to be a challenge for James Gunn. And hopefully it ends up working out. Hopefully it ends up working out when it comes to all this. But I think I am a little bit more confident that he could actually pull this off. Trust me. I mean, I'm still worried. I'm still very much worried about that. I'm like, just don't give him the fucking chonies. Don't give him the red chonies. Come on, James. Don't make him wear red chonies. He's going to wear red chonies. Watch. Which then leads into this topic right here of Krypto. That's right. Remember when Dwayne Johnson voiced Krypto? Yeah, that was a thing. Anybody remember it? Sadly, DC Super Pets, not a bad movie. Enjoyable too. I just didn't like that Dwayne Johnson was voicing Krypto. That's the one. That was like my main gripe. That was my main gripe. Was that Dwayne Johnson voiced Krypto. And now we're going to have a live action Krypto. Obviously not live action. It'll be CG, but still, you get what I'm saying. Live action Krypto. It's kind of funny because, I kind of heard something about it at one point. But here's the interview. Let's pull up the interview right here. The interview was with the Toronto Sun with Chris Pratt and James Gunn. And Gunn said, I was hoping I could cast you as Krypto, the Superdog, in Superman Legacy. You could do motion capture on set and walk around on your hands and knees, but you can't talk. So no talking for Krypto? That could be a good thing. Pratt said, I'll do Krypto, but you have to pay me in Krypto. See what he did there? Gunn said, I'll pay you in Krypto, which amounts to $0. Pratt said, it sounds like there's going to be a character called Krypto in Superman. Breaking news. That's a scoop for me, the interview said. It said, it is a scoop, I guess. Pratt said, way to go. You're fired. Back to Marvel, which is pretty funny right there. So, I mean, it almost seems like it's just back and forth banter. Who knows? Maybe Krypto won't be in it, but somebody brought up a good point when talking about this, is Krypto is part of the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow story, which of course is supposed to be on the slate. So, I mean, there's obviously I think there's going to be a Krypto, because obviously seeing the reception of the Rocket origin story when it came to Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah, why not? I mean, even fucking PETA was cool with Guardians of the Galaxy, showing experimentation and Rocket's story. They actually praised it. PETA actually praised Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That's crazy, because they don't praise anything. You put an animal, they hate it when you step on a cockroach. They don't like that. But anyways, when it comes to a live action Krypto, I'm like, I would hope that it's not going to be a talking dog. Shouldn't be a talking dog. Hopefully it won't be a talking Krypto. And at the same time, anybody who has a gripe about it, it's like, well, okay, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But at the same time, that's something we have not seen live action. That's what we're trying to achieve here is, okay, I get it. Some people want a certain type of Superman and want this Superman. They want him to face Lex Luthor and Lex Luthor to be selling real estate yet again. They're okay with that. They want the Donner type, or there are people that want the Man of Steel type and they just think like, oh, a dog? That's ridiculous. It's going to be curious to see. Is he going to be wearing the little cape and have the little, I don't know. But it's going to be interesting to see how he incorporates Krypto in Superman Legacy. But I could see it. I could see it working, kind of. But I'm just kind of curious. But like I said, after seeing the Rocket stuff, I'm like, yeah. I mean, how do you grab some people? I mean, obviously that's gonna bring a family element to it, which I know some people don't like that either. But just gonna bring a family element to Superman Legacy, and I think, to be honest, I think it's kind of smart. Because if you could pull it off, though, but it could just be, it could not work. Maybe it won't work, but maybe it will. Time will tell, but there you go, guys. Krypto. Get some Bitcoin. All right, well, this one's fucking dumb. Jesus Christ. I don't like this. At all. Bollocks. Diabolical. Karl Urban? Johnny Cage? Mortal Kombat 2? No. I don't like it. And I hope that this is not true. It is coming from the rap, so it might not be true. Please don't let it be true. But yes. Right here. This is what happened. This is on May the 4th. Karl Urban, in final talks, to star as Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2. Ugh. No. No. I love Karl Urban. But as Johnny Cage, I don't see it. I mean, he'd be better Kano if you think about it. But I don't know I don't know. I just don't like it. I hope this is not true. Again, it's a rap, so it might be, bad information. Who knows? I just don't really like it. Johnny Cage, what? It sucks, and like I said, it sucks because, I do like the actor, but it just doesn't... I mean, I know it's going to be like a Johnny Cage who's, grown out of his his superstardom, his movie star element. He's not going to be there anymore. I don't know, but it's just like, Karl, don't do it. Because first off, the first one we had high hopes for, but it ended up not being that great. It had a really good story when it came to Sub-Zero and Scorpion, sure. But when it came to everything else, who the fuck is Cole? And all the other things was like, nope, didn't really work. Fight scenes, some of them were good, some of them were terrible. And I'm just like, all right, if you're going to cast a Johnny Cage, just get somebody who looks like Johnny Cage, who can actually do a lot of cool moves, who can actually do the splits. Okay? Johnny Cage was essentially based off Jean-Claude Van Damme. So get somebody like Jean-Claude Van Damme, all right? Get that. Do something with that. Find somebody like that. Karl Urban, I don't know. I just don't. I know he's a badass, but I especially now that he's in The Boys, I see him a badass like that. Like he's a brawler, not Johnny Cage. Get somebody like that. It doesn't have to be a name or anything. Doesn't have to be a name. Don't do that. Just ugh. I just don't want I don't want this. I don't want this. I really don't want this because it just doesn't work. And a lot of people are expressing how it just doesn't work because nobody would ever have thought of Karl Urban as Johnny Cage. So hopefully it doesn't happen, but if it does, all right, I guess we'll see. Maybe it will work. Maybe it'll surprise the shit out of us. I highly freaking doubt it. Hooey. The robots are coming. Pack your shit, folks. That's right. Skynet is going to be taking over. Hollywood, possibly, because we got the writer's strike. That's happening, currently still happening. First thing that I wanted to talk about was this Deadline article when it came to Warner Brothers Discovery and David Zaslav. Some people were not too happy about this right here, what he had to say when it came to the writer's strike. Warner Brothers Discovery's hour-long earnings call omits any mention of WGA strike, but CEO David Zaslav tells CNBC he believes a love for working will end it. So he's saying, like, people just want to work. So he's just kind of talking about that when co-host Andrew Ross Sorkin and Joe Kernan suggested that studios might be glad that the Guild is on strike because they will be able to cut costs. Zaslav hastily replied, "We're not glad." The exec said he is eager for a resolution to the strike, which threatens to halt Hollywood's momentum after the clouds of COVID were just starting to part. In order to create great storytelling, we need great writers. We need the whole industry to work together. Everybody deserves to be paid fairly. He said proper resolution would be done in a way that makes the writers feel they are valued, which they are, and compensated fairly. And then off we go. CEO have been public targets in the few days following Tuesday's official start to the strike, with Paramount CEO Bob Bakish being scrutinized yesterday as he offered his take on the labor. Zaslav also was called out. So yeah, they're all calling him out and everything like that. So that's what Zazzy Pants had to say about that. But then we got this article right here from Above the Line. The AI revolution has already reached the studio's gates, and Bob Iger may be the only CEO who can stop it. Bum, bum, bum. For weeks, multiple studios and streamers have been planning to use AI to generate scripts based on books and other IP that is in the public domain, with a list of titles making the rounds among development executives. Multiple insiders have told Above the Line. I'm reliably told that nearly every studio has already explored the possibility, and that should those plans come to fruition over the weeks, and likely months to come, the studios plan to hire writers to rewrite those scripts once the writer's strike is over. So, yes, AI might be writing those scripts, but then they have a human element to check the scripts and rewrite them. That is, of course, a major sticking point in these negotiations, as the WGA is insistent that AI not be used to create any literary material whatsoever. In case you haven't been paying attention at the headlines the last few days, of course, talking about all that, well, I'm firmly on the writer's side here and believe that AI will never be capable of writing a truly great movie like The Social Network, or even a very good one. It can aid a writer and also provide a framework that the writer can tweak, but their own stamp of humanity on, but put that on there. Thereby speeding up the development process and saving the studio some shekels, since it won't have to pay writers to start from scratch, which is precisely why the Guild is pushing back. So yeah, there we go. I mean, it's taking over everything. AI is just taking over everything. It's going to be interesting because, like I said, even the Russo brothers were saying that AI-written movies are going to be coming out in like the next 2 years. And I think with the writer's strike, it might be just like how when it came to the whole streaming wars and putting everything on streaming, the pandemic just like yanked that thing forward. You know, we all knew that it was going to end up streaming, but it wasn't going to be for another 5, 6, 7 years before everything was just going to be like streaming. But the pandemic just like nudged it forward. Now, when it comes to the writer's strike, now they're nudging the whole AI AI writing scripts and everything. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I'm just wondering when we get our first AI written movie. You know, that's what's going to be interesting. And see what the perception of that is. And I mean, I'm sure they're going to use marketing and say like, oh yeah, this was written entirely by AI. They're probably going to market whatever that is, whether it's a TV show or a movie. It's just going to be interesting. But you knew that was going to be coming. I mean, it just seems like it just keeps getting better and better and better. And I know we're all kind of nervous about it. And I'm sure like when it comes to the writers, they're probably kind of nervous about it either, because I mean, this is happening all over the place when it comes to AI and computers. I mean, look at what was happening like with McDonald's. What? You want $20 an hour? Well, get the fuck out of here. We got a machine that people can just touch and it gets all gross. That's the only bad part about those, pre-order machines is like those need to be wiped off frequently. And let's face it, if you ever seen one, sometimes they're not. Anyways, but yeah, it's going to be, it'll be interesting to see what happens. The robots are already here. They're delivering food. I know. it's just going to get more and more and more. It's a little scary. It is a little scary, because we've watched too many movies where the robots have taken over. And then when you have people like that used to work at Google who work with that AI going like, yeah, I quit. We're fucked. If you think climate change is a thing, wait till you see what they're brewing up when it comes to AI. That's a little scary. I heard about that too. And I'm like, wait, so I got to worry about robots and it getting hot? Jesus Christ. What else? Oh, wait, we got a psycho over in Russia that could just hit a button and send a freaking nuke our way. Yeah, it's great. Oh man, modern times. It's starting to look like the movies now, guys. But anyways, when it comes to the AI writing scripts, it's going to be interesting to see and see the reception when it comes to that, because it's definitely coming. The robots are coming. The robots are coming. Anyways, that's what's going to happen right there.
Fucking hard fact.
Right, Zach? But Zach, he's making Rebel Moon. He's good. He's fine. He'll make his own stuff. He's not going to use AI. He ain't going to be using AI for any of that stuff. No, not Zach. Not a lot of people. All right. Where am I at here? Let's talk about some questions. All right. I'm going to pull up some of that. Let me see. Let's go to YouTube first and see what people are having to say about. Where am I at here? Not that. Boop, boop, boop. Hold on. Sorry. Where am I at here? No. Let me find it. There we go. All right. Any YouTube? Okay, we got a couple YouTube questions right here. Looks like we got Doc8013. We didn't need Guardians of the Galaxy 3 to let us know DCU was in good hands. Gunn has proven it time and time again. With that said, yeah, the love of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 only reinforces his greatness. So we have a James Gunn fan right there. Good. I'm glad people, that's the thing. There's a lot of people that are 100% all in and confident in James Gunn. And, I'm just not, I don't love him. I don't hate him. I'm kind of just in the middle. So I'm confident, but I'm not as confident as, say, Doc8013. Charlie Hepp. I need my last role show to be in for now. Thanks if you guys take care for now. I'm having fun. I need one more show for me to let you know for now for new topics is, oh wow, I don't even know what the hell that is. Okay, that's weird. I don't know. That sounds, it's a robot. It's a robot. That's what that is. AI taking over questions. Already taking over questions, man. All right. Let's go to Twitter right now. See what you guys are saying over here on Twitter. Eric Blake, Dave, thinking about the writer strike, I gotta wonder, how are these strikes not golden opportunities for incoming rookie writers who aren't part of the guild to show up at the studios and offer to take a crack at it? I'm sure that's happening too. I know they're getting people who, hey, there's going to be more reality TV coming out, but I'm sure some of that's happening as well. Get some fresh faces, because let's face it, we watch so much stuff. There is so much content, so much things out there, and about maybe 15-20% of it is good? It's all, as Ray says, it's all subjective, but at the same time, do you like everything that you've watched? I would say probably a minority of what you watch is actually good. Deuce. Hey Dave, do you think Gunn was eyeing Zack for Superman Legacy director before choosing himself, or would he not consider that? No. He even said he said that Zack is happy working on Rebel Moon. He talked to Zack, probably talking about just things and talking about Superman, but I don't think he ever had it in his brain that Zack was going to do that. Maybe there could be something down the road when it comes to all this. Sure. Something down the road, but I don't think he ever thought that Zack was going to direct Superman Legacy. He's too busy. He's too busy with Rebel Moon right now, so definitely not going to happen. Joey C., the Dork Knight. I know that a lot of people want to have WB release Zack Snyder's Justice League in IMAX, and I got to be honest, I just don't see that happening. But what I could see happening is we can get Fathom events involved and showing there's a demand for what. Yeah, exactly. That's exact. I mean, when it comes to the hashtag, it's all about however we could get Zack Snyder's Justice League out to IMAX. Okay. We're not, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a fucking long shot for WBD to like fund releasing it in multiple IMAX screens. Sure, but if you could do something with the Fathom events or charity events or something like that, yeah, very much could utilize that. That's probably the way to go, because I don't think WBD will look at it as profitable. Cooper Knox, breaking news. A man named Dwayne Johnson is being sought out to play the role of Krypto in Superman Legacy. Ha 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 ha. Hey, smell what the rock with the James Gunn is cooking. Mr. Nobody, hey Dave, I'm pretty pumped about the future of DC. I still would have liked to have Zack finish his original vision, but you win some, you lose some. Maybe one day, yeah, maybe a book or something. I'm a little concerned about Superman Legacy because they make it sound like it'll be lighthearted, and I'm thinking it'll be like the Superman Returns film with Brandon Routh, which I liked, but unfortunately that didn't go anywhere. Do you think the new Superman film will be too PG-13 like Marvel? Well, yeah, it's gonna be PG-13. There's no way that it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be R. It's not gonna be PG, I think. Or a little more grounded. But then again, it is Superman. How grounded can it be? Exactly. So it's definitely going to be PG-13. I don't think it's not going to be as grounded as Man of Steel for sure. So, but yeah, it's definitely going to have some lightheartedness, especially if you're going to have like a Krypto kind of thing. Dave, question 1. Since James Gunn confirmed Krypto will be in Superman Legacy, do you think his role will be big or small? I think it might be relatively small, maybe. I don't know. Do you believe we will get a tease of some sort of Superman Legacy of Supergirl being set up? I wouldn't be surprised. If Sasha Kaya is the DCU, which outfit would you... I like this one the best. I think that's fine. I think the skirt is kind of ridiculous. Skirt's kind of ridiculous. I do like the full suit. But, you know, it's not like I hate the skirt. I mean, come on. I'm still a guy. Okay, Justin Porter. Studies are showing that Guardians 3 boasted a campaign of $90 million, double that of the first two films combined. So why isn't this movie making more than the last one? Seemed like they were promoting well. Yeah, I think people just, you got to remember that Ant-Man Quantumania didn't really do that well, and people really were not digging that movie, so that probably didn't help. And yeah, there's just a little fatigue that's happening out there. So, yeah, it's just happening. Mr. Wooter, Dave, do you think Ace Batman dog, do you think the dog is going to be in the DCU? No, I don't think they're going to go that far. I don't think they're going to bring in Ace. Krypto, I could see Krypto, and they could actually, make him an actual dog. I don't think they're going to, I don't see Batman actually having a dog. Did you like the Meg 2 trailer? Yeah, it's fine. It looks entertaining. Have you seen the first one? Yes, I have. And do you trust James Gunn to do Superman Legacy and what happened to Star Trek 4? I don't know. J.J. Abrams happened, probably. Amar Kara, get creative and support writers with this cool graphic tee. Writers strike AI. That's funny. Guild of America. So yeah, you can get a T-shirt right there. I think a robot actually sent that over to me too. Robots are taking over, guys. You got to watch out. They're taking over. Oi. So, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, like, overall, with the main topic, like I said, I'm a little bit more confident after seeing Guardians in James Gunn. Definitely am. Bat Cow. There you go. There you go, Scott. Bat Cow. Deus. Sorry, not Deuce. Deus. I read that wrong. Deus. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if they can have like an element. I mean, let's face it. You want to make it. It's just funny because when it comes to Guardians of the Galaxy, like I said, it gets dark. Like, yeah, there's some family. I mean, there's some like CGI animal moments that are just like, oh my God, and you're just like, but then there's some really dark moments when it comes to it too. And that's what I like that. I mean, yes, sometimes they would just, they'd reel it back in, like James Gunn had to reel it back in and be like, hey, remember, this is still a PG-13 movie, because there's some scenes and, there's some things that happen in Guardians 3 that I was like, whoa. And it gets dark. It gets heavy, I tell you. It gets dark and heavy. So this is Gunn's DCU. The ways are going to be, he will have a zoo of animals in roles for the movie. Just a bunch of animals everywhere. Yeah. I don't know. I think it'll be okay. I think I have a little bit more confidence, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I really got to say about that. Freaking voice is like, ugh. Still trying to get rid of a little bit of a cough there. But anyways, guys, all right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap the stream up. Appreciate you guys walking? Are you guys walking? Watching? And make sure you guys... I always hit the wrong one. Where is it at? I don't know. Subscribe to the channel. There we go. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like, thumbs up. Share it if you want to also. Share it on social media. Please do. It helps. It helps with the algorithm. And, of course, follow me on all the sock meds around my head right here. Vero, which I need to post more on there. I need to, for some reason, the desktop version's not... I'm having problems with, like, my freaking computer and apps. It's really ridiculous. But, yeah, you got Facebook, you got Patreon if you want support there. I try to post some extra stuff right there. And then, of course, Twitter and Instagram. All right, guys. Like I said, on a normal no stream tomorrow unless something crazy happens. So I'll see you guys Wednesday. And, of course, we'll do the members-only stream on Wednesday as well. All right, guys. Love ya. Talk to you later.